Attractively.
Huh?
So,
well, hold on, let it get settled.
Hey.
You guys are dokes. Dorks.
What made you decide you wanted to be an actor?
Well, can we just...
Who are your... Okay, sorry.
Can you slide a chair over like a foot that way? Like a full, yeah. Because I keep getting that piece of shit. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that.
like turn in?
Oh, you want to do this?
And we'll be back now with these messages.
Are we ready to start?
Are we getting all this?
We've been rolling the whole time, just saying that.
Who do you want to be like as an actor?
What?
My favorite actor is Johnny Depp.
Oh.
Because he's incredibly versatile, and you see him play this great array of roles, and he somehow still manages to keep a part of him in every role. So you always see that glimpse of Johnny.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. I really like Natalie Portman,
Mm-hmm.
and just what she's done with her career, and how she keeps her personal life and her career separate.
Which you need.
Exactly.
Some of my favorite actors would have to be Liam Neeson, Christopher Walken, Casey Affleck. I think probably because most of their movies are just across the board awesome.
The hardest part about acting, for me, is getting out of my head and trying to critique myself during a scene. So I'm working on it. Mm-hmm.
You're doing it now.
The hardest thing about acting, in my opinion, is fully engaging yourself, while fully becoming that character. Yeah, it's sometimes it's kind of hard, and sometimes you're always aware while you're in the scene, and it really shows off when other people are watching. So you want to, fully submit to the character, but sometimes it's difficult.
The hardest part about acting, in my opinion, is going to that spot that you don't want to go to. Going to that emotion and digging that deep into such heavy and intense emotion, and then having to get out of it. And it can be really hard sometimes to go to those places, so that's the hardest part.
I think the hardest part about acting isn't necessarily a part of the craft, it's just having the drive to keep going, because there's so much rejection. And especially with auditioning, a lot of the time you take it personally, and you think that it's something to do with you, or that you weren't good enough, whereas it's things that are out of your control. So it's really just keeping the drive going and knowing that if you love it, you should continue to pursue
just go
it.
for it.
In my opinion, the hardest part about acting is trusting myself. Is that whenever I act, I always have to check up on myself, and I don't let go. That I'm working on it right now, trying to let go when I'm acting, and just trust myself and see where I go.
My least favorite part is, I guess, not fulfilling a goal, or reaching, I guess, a goal that I wanted to reach, and then taking that and being really hard on myself for it. Yeah, and then having to redo it and get mad at myself again, and yeah.
My least favorite part about acting? That's a tough question. Probably the amount of pressure that's put on you when you go into classroom, when you get up on stage, when anything like that. So it's constantly being watched. You're always being watched, but it doesn't compare to the amazingness that is acting. It's how much fun you get out of it and how much you do get out of it. It's worth it. It's worth it.
My favorite part of acting class. I find that it's a way to release myself, to let it all go. Everything that I've built up throughout the whole day, I can just release and put into my work and find a new character in myself that I didn't know about before.
The escapism, where you get to be somebody else, even if you have like a really rough day. You know, you could either use it, you know, if you're playing like an angry, angsty teen, or you could be like playing a really happy role, and you can just use that to escape from the day for that brief moment.
What's my favorite part of acting? I think exploring different personalities and different characters, because it's like I get to be someone who I'm not, I guess. I get to take parts of myself that I wouldn't normally take and express them in different ways, like that other people would, I would say.
Like a book, it can bring you places, maybe places you don't want to be, and places you always want to be in. And it's a fun way to explore yourself, to really see who you are and learn a lot about yourself.
Let go of, I guess, like stereotypes, but not, and just go with what your mind tells you, and just go with what you feel. And it might be wrong, but I mean, it doesn't matter. It's your choice, and if someone hires you, then they hire you for yourself. So they clearly like what you're doing.
I would tell myself that you need it because life's gonna get tough and it's your best friend in the end. Go for it. Go for it. If it's your dream, I think you should pursue it.
Advice I have for teens thinking about getting into acting is stop thinking about it and do it, because it is worth it. It's a blast. Everybody can get a little bit out of acting classes, acting. Yeah, go for it.